about 11 viewers from wherever you're watching us from. Maybe we'll have a podcast from Philippine County, consisting of convents and food from Philippine County, and we're so much honored to have Professor Tafoya here with us. And we're just having a very small, free and private moment as maybe with the house, just to make sure that he's hearing us out and we can, fish out from his wisdom. My name is Brenda Sharon, a student from the University doing accounting, and I would love us to introduce ourselves just briefly, and then we'll go to the questions very fast. So we start from here. Welcome.
Hello everyone. My name is Sarah Ramsey, a student of Prague University in Bachelor of Commerce in Business Administration option. Yeah, right now I'm doing business.
My name is Alex Machocho. Bachelor of Accounting. Here, but by the grace of God, here I work, working in the and I'm Leona Mokoa, a member of Bonnie University, undertaking criminal justice and the leader on the drawing and take after the Gen X. Yeah. Okay, and after you introduce yourself. Hello everyone, my name is one of the members of the podcast. At this time, I'll be introducing Billy and have our professor here. He will quickly introduce them first. Okay, Billy.
Yes. Tena kwa hii wakati kwa majina ni vingi na kwa nini hapa. Mine is to connect the power and to grow together within lesson.
Thank you very much. To our professor, please take this chance to.
Yes, thank you very much. Sometimes we attention. That's why you must be young man. Really goes to my heart. Thanks for the prayer of justice. So just build myself. Comments, concerns, sports, women at all, so much voices.
Thank you. I don't know the questions that we are having, but on my side, I really have a question that I did. And yeah, we just told us not to be scared at all, not to be afraid, right? Yeah, we should have the audacity from inside and try to speak it out. So I was speaking about the issues that conflict at the university. Me being one of the conference that a victim of the very many things. And right now, yes, nobody can really tell that you have got to such and such. Nobody can tell it just by the time. But still, there are so many young girls out there. Just allow me to speak with so many young girls out there with the issue of money. But you see, now that our university is open, so many of them we have
So sorry about that. Yeah, so the many young girls ambao wako shule, so many of them wanajaribu kuavoid the issue of money by, having, I can quote them, they were babas, because we are in the coastal area, and tourism is just the key business that is being carried out here. So I can speak because me, I refused to enter into such a business, and I just chose to, struggle the hard way, because my principles, my everything doesn't allow me to do that. But again, you see, sometimes just like it's just difficult by itself. So just to ask, the issue of school fees, it is a problem to many people out there. So if somebody is asking for a support in school fees, is it a case that can be solved by you, professor, or it is a case that can be handled by Nawatuengi, something like that? Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, we are, especially as one of study of a woman. Also, we are looking down upon because of the gender disparity. That's an issue that should be taken very, very seriously. Because of girls, gender, education issue. I have those daughters. I see a lot of problems. Not accounts for themselves. Of course, where they are, it is heavily regulated in terms of politics. What are we talking things like that? Online and post. One put agenda office. Those ones, they have the principal class. Those are very rare cases. But mostly, I would always brush them aside and say, no, don't let it let this person I know back of my mind. Protect women, women's rights. Of course, I take my daughters as well. Because I see to the camera, even if they don't never have them. So you need to separate when they're born, they pick up. You do that, and you how that goes. So we keep them up. Now, when it comes to finance, I've seen this as a lecture. I've seen a lot of different programs. They teach also business. One of the cardinal principles, believe in yourself. Don't let yourself use by your own emotion. One university is one of the best universities, upcoming universities. But then they should create a policy, knowing that now that money is scarce and population students are, they should come up with job-oriented education, where some students, needy students can have special budget. Needy students can also be used to work with students that now spend universities 2 hours, where foreign students can be 20 hours work so that the service is subsidized. But more importantly, there should be a grace fee. Because your borrowed money, you have to pay back interest. They should make that money complete. Just graduated, my second PhD. And I took a grant, I took a federal loan, which amounts to 7 million pesos. I have to start paying once I get employed. And then I'm not paying the interest. But the waiting factor is that I've gotten my job with that. Yes. What if I did not take that loan? What would have happened? What about this young girl who was going to the university first time, going from home, teething between love and emotions? It's getting scary lecturers. It's also getting students who come from well who have everything. Comes matter of right from day one, entry in class. It becomes immorally disturbed. And because you don't have counseling, counseling without money is zero. But counseling the resources is 100%. Where this child can be counseled and also be given what is duly hers in terms of grant that will cover all the costs. Then the CDF money, which is poorly administered by this rocky politician. Instead of putting that money where the mouth belongs, find out that CDF money is about 3,000. Is it 3 or 10,000? 7,000. What can you do with 7,000? So why can't they take all that money and give it to the authorities of SAP, especially those that are the minister of laws, so that student priorities, especially the girl child priority, because of inequities that are there, to make sure that our children, especially girls, given first. The system has failed us. Poor policies have failed us. Poverty has failed us. That's why you find yourself being vulnerable from day one. Getting an old man like me, looking at you, looking at your breasts, looking at your, then starts psychologically demoting and demoralizing you from day one. Always go around, I teach. And maybe you're too poor to afford to be sent away from school to go back home where you don't have even a place to go. That should be clear. Policies and enough money for all students, and particularly with emphasis on the girl child. The old girl child. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter whether you have a boyfriend or not. You're somebody's sister, you're somebody's daughter. You are vulnerable because in equity, a woman should be treated more than a man, of course. One, the word woman is demoralized. Two, you carry somebody that stomach for 9 good months. And while you're carrying that person, you are not emotionally stable. Do things in the normal way. During that time, they're also emotional. Once you give birth, and that's how it's described here, the child has to put marks on your breasts. Fragile that body was. Feed on you whether there's food or not. And then after that, this child grows into a man and starts eating. So women should be given a special position and treated specially.
I'll go right away to my second question. Outside here, we are told that we have gender inequality. But in real sense, we women really we always have to prove ourselves a little more for people to believe in us. Because huku nje tu ndio inasemwanga kwamba tuko na gender equality, but even as for me who has not gone to university due to finances and everything, but I work and still manage, but still it takes me a lot to prove myself, like to any other person. We ladies ourselves, ukikuwa mechanic, someone will choose a man because they believe that no matter the case, kama hata even when the lady is more trained, more qualified, but still the society has been trained to succumb us, to like make us feel like we have to work extra hard to prove ourselves, to gain the respect, to gain the value that we really have. The question is, to what point or what has to be done different so that the society today, both because we ladies ourselves, hata ukienda mahali kwa kazi kama ni mechanic, it doesn't have to be even the same job. For example, if he's an accountant, I'm assuming he's a man, and I'm also an accountant. Probably when you check on the paycheck, unakuta yeye juu ni mwanaume kuna ile standard anapewa, but for me I have to prove myself extra. So what rules or what standards have to be put across so that in this gender equality ikue performed, ikue tuione? We don't, because we are really proving ourselves outside here and still no one is listening to us. We are not getting the fair part of everything and everything at our parliaments. Still, hatupewi opportunity like to come out. to express ourselves, we are always succumbed. Kaini kitchen, kaini uko mvue. As it, there has to, someone has to come up with something in a way that tutia sisi to fit in. Because najua it's not right to say sijui what a man can do, a woman can do better. But we also can perform on some of the things, but still, they choose not to see us. So what can be done around there?
suffering.
Having a chance to ask the third question, my question is believing that most Kenyan people believe in gender equality more than gender equity. We still have this FGM going on to young girls, early marriages to young girls from Pokot, the other sides, Turkana and any other side, that are still yet not maybe empowered about this FGM, whereby you get a lady married to an old man, and when it comes to giving birth, the man says it is rather getting married to this lady that has already been FGM'd rather than getting married to the other girl. But when it comes to the terms of submissive, he prefers to have it with the other gender that is not yet FGM'd, because he believes that it's sweeter than the one FGM'd. But they have already defiled this girl. They have already removed the woman in her. And we are having these organizations maybe that empower the girls to still come back and believe in themselves, that they can stand, they can have a voice, they can talk about themselves, they can prove to people that it's not supposed to be like this. What can you tell these people?
Gender rights of women according to the Western. Character, culture. While I also don't utilize all it. I think it's a question that lots of awareness, but not punitive damages. Because in the Constitution, an article says belongs and supports people to profess their culture. So it's a very difficult bottom. Some people come in and have the stereotypes that not be better than police. Not tried, probably depending on because but then where do you draw the line? Like gays and lesbians. Gays have now come to accept them as lesbians, well has recognized them. What's my personal view? I might say I don't like this. What if your daughter walks in one day? But Might say, I don't like this. What about if my son walks in with the guy with the ear? So societies become very imbalanced. You have to really know where to go. You have to narrow it down. You have to make channel, personal. Wouldn't want to go deeper. Parent, more so sensitive to other people's values. More so sensitive. Will you beat up a girl because then what kind of the world has become metro? Would you kick somebody out of the room because those are personal choices? They're done in private. Let them be. And that's why we go to a guy known as, there was a debate known as Hart and Devlin debate in the UK about things done in privacy. Cannot offend the third eye. So I know it's very difficult. As a parent, I don't know, though I have not seen those characters. And who knows about tomorrow? I don't know if I'm right, wrong, but I will certainly stay on that line.
I blame. They just go and punish, just punish.
I'm a criminal lawyer, one of the best criminals. And a lot of cases, mostly criminal matters have never lost. Let me put it, bureaucracy, lawyering is very different. What we call actors menswear, mindset of the person who is committing. This person was mad. Got a young girl, bounced to get taken. Obviously, the courts will get evidence. Doctor comes up and says, this man is suffering kind of insanity. Then the courts will say, rape without knowing what. You know what I'm saying? We lawyers, we have so much thorough procedure. Or the man is normal man and he raped somebody, young child or a woman. Rape is rape anyway. Then after that, he's arrested. The police go and tamper with evidence. Comes to court and we want to see how semen was collected, whether the proper procedure was followed, whether evidence was picked up from the woman. Why you find out that the prosecution has not their case on prison. So it is society. Depends on what society says. For example, now, Minji is accused of raping 10 women. For example, let me put it that, not you, but I'm just giving it. He comes to court and we find out that one of the women was too huge. She was bigger than all of us combined. Mbinji went and struggled with her, put her on the ground, raped. Maybe the body may not have that energy, but then I also want to find out how it. What was the state of mind of this woman? She's sexually impulsive, that when she sees a man, matter what types, hands on, hands to be raped. Did she attract this person? Did she remove her body, saying, come and rape me? So there are a lot of things that we look into.
Prof, I think with leadership, for young girls, they have a lot to share. Going to create time, very humble time. Would you see the environment? And now give them out to sell your manifesto. What they can be back then. Wanted, at least, you have time. And ask Alonso, no anyone, no humble African leader just calm down, just feeling not guarded, no guns. I like it. For that. Bring them. Don't allow. I will. Then we can general 1 to like 50. Went outside. Profile requirement, but at least factor or whatever. Young. One of the steps. The other,